miserable old bugger. Like I hate the modern world. And his friend said, "But hey, look, we've got the wonderful new telegraph." He said, the telegraph. He can contact you all the time, and he can let you know where he is and stay in contact. And George Bernard Shaw said, "Yeah, but if they hadn't invented the ships in the first place, he wouldn't have left." And
Yes.
So what his point was that what really matters to me is being with my son. And I don't care about the rest. Yeah.
That's what I said before. What's most important is family.
All right,
the second is technology, bro.
All right, thanks very much for your call, Jason. G'day, Vinny.
Hello.
Hi.
Just that last point there, I mean, he started talking about family, and I understand that, but in our modern global world, how many families do we have spread across the world? I've got an aunt who lives in Tokyo. I've got a father who lives in Ireland. If it wasn't for technology, I couldn't keep up to date with them. I mean...
But if it wasn't for technology in the world, they wouldn't be there. They wouldn't have left. That was George Bernard Shaw's point.
Yeah, they may have on the ships. I mean, people left on the ships. It wasn't uncommon people leaving the ships. I don't think it's a pretty natural progression, globalisation myself. It's always going to happen. If it wasn't for technology, I mean, they wouldn't be able to get there quicker. And, once they got there, I can have a yarn to them in, 2 minutes. I think technology is an amazing for families. Let them spread out, diversify, meet new people, and at the same time, we can still chat to them back here and up here.
Look, what I'm saying and what they're going back to, and I'm not trying to say get rid of technology or that's all over, but it sometimes pays to step back and say, what is important to a quality of life? And I think that's a lot of people are saying at the moment, are stepping back and they're saying, we've been on this rat wheel, we've been on this higher production, faster, all the rest of it. Does it give us a better quality of life? And have we all become conned into believing that technology makes us happy?
I mean, if you're talking about, there's two different things here, I think. If you're talking about a quality of life, I think the answer is pretty clear. I mean, technology has provided us with means and the ability to feed hundreds of millions across Africa, provide medicine to them. I mean, imagine that. If we had no technology, that'll be, I don't think it's a rough call, that'd almost be all gone. I mean, if the situation continued that way.
But if we hadn't had this technology, we wouldn't have destroyed the planet.
Well, I mean, that's different to the situations in Africa. I'm not sure if technology has ravaged India or ravaged Africa too much. It's a tough call. I mean, in terms of the other thing, happiness, I think that's a separate and probably a lot more complex sort of thing. I think as we've developed as human beings, our interests and likes and all those sorts of things have changed as well, and that's obviously through technology, but I mean, is one different from the other? Would it have been different?
I'll come in another way. What always interests me is, look, I just want to say here, I think this people who pursue happiness are never going to be happy. Okay, I think happiness is something that you just, but I don't know how they do it. Maybe more technology, but they have these surveys every so often around the world, and about the happiest people and where the happiest people are. And it's always interesting because it's never, ever, as far as I can remember, in developed countries. It's always places like Nigeria or that Kingdom of Bhutan, basically places that are technologically undeveloped. People say they're happier.
I'm talking about happiness.
Now, look, I'll say also, I'm doubtful about some of these surveys as well. You know what I mean? Because the condition of way you'll give an answer in one place or another. But that always fascinates me as well. It's usually the less technically developed places where people claim to be happier.
I mean, it's a good point. I mean, I don't know either. I mean, as you said, those surveys, I mean, how can you really test someone from, the middle of Nigeria, as you said, and how can you really gauge their happiness? That's probably an English speaker who's probably got a lot more ideas of the modern world. It's tricky.
I mean, when you think about if you think about the happiest times that you've had, to me, the happiest times I've had, obviously, is, falling in love, your first something or other important to me, surfing, being on a surfboard or playing sport or something. Those are things that can make you really happy. But I don't know if technology can make me happy.
Well, technology itself may not be happy.
Facebook, thank you.
If you get a like on your comment, maybe, I don't know. No, I mean, but I don't think technology takes away from happiness. I think a lot of people, as you said, surfing. The technology behind surfing is incredible. I mean, the new surfboards they've got, the wax they use, the time of day when you go out for a surf, that is all aided
That's just
by
artisan
technology.
improvement, though. That's not really. I mean, that's not.
Well, I
the surfboard hasn't changed much since the invention
but would you,
of three fins.
I mean, would you enjoy spending 10 hours out in the sea and getting one wave, or would you prefer getting 15 hours out? That's the human body, working well. But I think technology's got a part to play as well, and I think that's probably my main point is that you can look at it, that way, is that all our sort of desires and things like that are sort of separate from technology, but at the end of the day, I think that technology has helped to further our happiness and helped us become more in touch with who we are and also, our whānau around the world.
All right. Thank you very much for your call, Vinny.
Thanks for your call, Ed.
Cheers, bye-bye.
Bye.
10 minutes away from my radio live.
Yeah! Oh.
You sort of put those things, here's the funny thing about the talkback, is that